At Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dwayne Smoot just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Jacobs again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5. Touchdown, Eagles! Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run. Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Lawrence. Able to complete this to Shenault. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. They got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Shenault.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. 2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. They'll look to throw here. That is caught by Mims. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think. I wasn't. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Another one caught by Collins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Jaguars 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dwayne Smoot able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.